Good morning, kiddos. This is Mr. B. Today is Friday the 11th, and this is your lecture for today. Today we have, again, conferences, so we have a limit of 30 minutes for class time. So the effort here is to provide you with direct instruction that's pre-recorded so you can access it on your own, but also that you have enough time today to complete this work in class. It is not expected to be homework. I am, in fact, using Unit 4 from Grade 8 Integrated. This is specifically the human impact on our environment. On page 13, the definitions that you will provide, these are due on Tuesday the 15th, that is next week. Population structure, age structure, and the concept, what does it mean to be approaching carrying capacity? So I'm going to read those sections to you so you have that support, so you don't need to use the text in class because that hasn't been distributed yet. It's here as a reference if you need it. So population structure. Populations have a tendency to increase in size. However, many factors influence the rate at which a population can grow. At the simplest level, the rate of increase is determined by subtracting the number of individuals leaving a population from the number entering the population. Individuals leave a population either by death or emigration, which is when people leave an area to settle somewhere else. They enter the population by birth or immigration, which is when people enter an area to live there. Another important characteristic of any population is its age structure, and we're going to investigate that in time, but we're going to cover that definition next. So age structure is the second term that you will respond to and define again on either a paper of your choice that you take a picture of and turn in, or you can do it in a Google Doc if you prefer. Age structure. A population's age structure is the number of males and females in each of three age groups: the pre-reproductive state, a reproductive state, and a post-reproductive state. The age structure diagrams that were on the previous page, and we're going to analyze them in the future, just not now. I want you to understand the terms first. So the age structure in the diagrams prior are typical of many countries in the world. A non-growing population looks like a rectangle. A slow-growing population looks like a rectangle with a bulge in the middle. And a rapidly growing population looks like a triangle with its base at the bottom. Kenya, for example, has a large portion of pre-reproductive and reproductive individuals. The United States has a smaller proportion of these two groups, and Germany has an even smaller portion. Again, we're not getting into yet the visual support of that graphic, just that you are able to provide the definition of what age structure is, which is really in the first half of this paragraph. The last definition for you to be accountable to, or last concept for you to speak about, to respond to, again, either on a sheet of paper or on a Google Doc, or in a Google Doc that you then turn in. What does it mean to be approaching carrying capacity? Each person uses space and resources. Population size depends on the amount of available resources and how members of the population use them. When population density is low, resources are abundant and population increases. If resources become scarce, or if the environment is damaged, members of the population can suffer and population size can decrease. If the human population continues to grow beyond Earth's carrying capacity, eventually Earth will not have enough resources to support humans. We're going to investigate this further, but I really want you to understand and show me that you understand what approaching carrying capacity means. That is the end of the lecture for today. The expectation is you are doing this work in class. Again, you can write it out on a piece of paper, take a picture and turn it in via Canvas, via the link, or you can do this in a Google Doc and turn it in. This work again is due next week, Tuesday, the 15th of February.